evening. I'm Stacy Scheibel.
I'm Keith Kate. Thank you for joining us tonight. New developments tonight in this breaking 8 on Your Side investigation. Testing is now underway on the wells belonging to dozens of Mosaic neighbors. Is their drinking water contaminated or not? Well, that is the question people living near Mosaic's plant in Mulberry want answered. And there's some urgency to this because for 19 days, the state kept the public in the dark about millions of gallons of radioactive water leaking into the aquifer. That is until senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews broke this story last week. And Steve is joining us live tonight once again in Eagle 8 HD above that sinkhole that swallowed all this water. So is the hole growing or not, Steve? What's it look like tonight?
Well, I'll show you in a second, Keith, but according to Mosaic, the sinkhole shows no signs of growing. There is no indication, it says, the company says, that other containment pools are in danger. But let's take a look down at this baby here. The contaminated water continues to flow into the sinkhole. And there's been some erosion of the walls. Now, when we first discovered this on Thursday, we saw only this round part of the hole. Now, look, the hole has elongated. It's widened. Now, is that from erosion from the contaminated water that's still flowing into this thing, or is the sinkhole getting bigger? According to Mosaic, that's not the case. On the ground, Mosaic is trying to allay fears.
Testing is underway. Technicians showed up at James Maxwell's house in Lithia to take samples of water from his well.
I'm scared to death what it's already done to me and my neighbors out here.
Scared because he lives near Mosaic's new Wales fertilizer plant in Mulberry. A sinkhole opened under a gypsum stack August 27th and sucked 215 million gallons of radioactive contaminated water into the aquifer, our source of drinking water.
I seen it on Channel 8.
No one informed the public until 8 on Your Side broke the news. James's well is one of at least 40 Mosaic plans to test for contamination. Mosaic hired ECT, a Tampa company, to take samples. Gary Uheller expects to test at least 30 wells on Tuesday.
Mosaic has instructed us to authorize the lab for a very expedited turnaround time.
Expect results within a day or two.
My friend texted me and told me not to drink my water.
Okay.
And then I saw it on Channel 8.
Denise Todd lives 5 minutes from the new Wales plant.
I think we should have been told immediately.
Her water already smells. Now she's concerned about contaminants coming her way.
Something that has toxic waste that goes into the aquifer and you didn't tell anybody, that concerns me. It concerns me.
She has 3 words for the Florida DEP, which kept the lid on info about the leak.
Shame on you.
She, as well as James, are skeptical about the testing.
Steve, the way I feel about it, they should have let us pick the firms that we wanted to test our water, and they should have put the bill on it because they did the damage.
Now, the question still lingers, why did it take 19 days for the public to find out that millions of gallons of contaminated water escaped into the aquifer through this sinkhole? Now, Florida Department of Environmental Protection is still making itself unavailable for an on-camera interview at this point and still offers no explanation about any of this. In a Facebook post this weekend, environmental advocate Aaron Brockovich called that delay a crime against humanity.
Wow. And just looking down, it's like we're looking at a crater on the moon, and the fact it's so large, and it does appear to be eroding no matter what anyone says. It's such a large... I mean, I'm staring at it right now, Steve, and you found this. You broke the story last week, and you can see why all those people would be concerned about it. But again, it happened in Polk County, and it affects some people in Hillsborough County as well. What is Polk saying about this locally?
Well, Keith, you are right. Paul, let's see if we can take a quick shot of this down here. Let's show the size again of this hole compared to that large piece of equipment that we're over right now, an excavator. Can we do that? Just kind of zoom out a little bit, and over to the right, you'll see an excavator that's on the bank of this containment pool, and that is a large piece of equipment, and we just pan over to the sinkhole. That is how large that thing is. That is at least 45, 50 feet across. Now, tomorrow morning, Mosaic is scheduled to meet with the county commissioners, Keith, to update them on this situation. We will be there asking questions. Back to you.
Sure you will. Thank you, Steve Andrews, for breaking the story and for staying on it live up in Eagle 8 HD tonight. If you live near this plant and you want Mosaic to test your water, there is a telephone number you can call. It's on the bottom of your screen right there. 813 is the area code, 500-6575. Again, that's area code 813-500-6575. We've also posted that number on WFLA.com.